Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mike the Machine here. Hey, I got to do this video because in the past 2 days, the past 3 days, because one of them was on Saturday, I've gotten 3 different men over 40, because one guy was 44, but I would say over 45, but one guy was 44, the other guy was 46, and this guy tonight was 49, all asking me the same question. All with the basic same body structure, all of which have had past experience with fitness and dieting, nutrition, sports, athletics, all that. And all of which are in this predicament where they're like looking at me and they say, hey, you're around our age. And I'm like, well, actually, I'm quite older than you. And but they're like, well, how do you stay this way? Like, are you doing that therapy stuff that a lot of guys are doing and stuff? And but they don't do it in a nasty way. Like these young kids, they do that. They ask me that shit in a nasty way. Like, hey man, you want TRT? But these guys are just genuinely curious because they're tired of being sick and tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they're looking for an answer. And they see somebody who might have some answers. Well, little do they know, when they ask me, I've had 40 years experience working not only on my own body, but with many other, thousands of other people. And so it comes, when 3 people in 3 days, all around the same age and so forth, ask you this, it's a pretty good correlation that this is a problem throughout that age range, okay, of people. Because I don't run into that many people. And when that many, 3 in 3 days are, ask the same specific question, I say, well, I got to put out a video and directly answer that. So here's the problem. You need to know what has gotten you there in order for you to get out of the hole, right? If you don't know what direction you were driving your car when you ran into the pothole, you're gonna go through the pothole again. I mean, that's a bad analogy, but it's the same situation, because all of them say, hey, look, I've dieted in the past. I've done the Atkins plan. I've done intermittent fasting. It's worked for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. And they get with this, and then they say, well, then I got stagnant, and then I got stuck, da, da, da. And then they kind of fall off the wagon. We all do. I've done it. So how do us in this age group, 40 and plus, who've gotten the belly and who've gotten kind of out of shape, and it's like a hamster on a wheel, right? It just, a whole bunch of shit just keeps happening. We don't feel well, so we don't go work out. We don't go work out, so we don't feel well. We don't eat good because we're out of shape, and then we're out of shape because we don't eat good. It's like we're just going in a million directions. So we have to get an actual program and a plan, and boom, hammer it and be consistent. So I'm going to give you that plan. Here's what I told all 3 of them. Once we got to a point where they understood who I then have to say, well, I thank you for asking. You asked the right guy. Do you really want me to go into this? And then they're like, yeah, man. Well, you got some info for me? What do you do? And I said, no, it's not about what I do, because I do a multitude of things that I have combined over years and years of doing this. And they go, years and years? How long have you been doing it? And then, of course, I get into my background a little bit. And then they go, oh, holy crap, I asked the right guy. And then they want to, which is great. Pat me on my back. I'm not looking for that. But what I want to do is help people. And the problem, and I'm coming close like this because I want to tell you something. The only way I can help anybody is if they're willing to help themselves. If you're really sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you've got to listen to the words, and then you've got to take action on what's being told to you. That's in anything. That's in anything. So here it is. Get your paper out, get your pen out, and whatever, share this with a friend, share it with your wife so that she can go buy the right things for you and so forth. And then dedicate to doing it. Get yourself a notebook and dedicate to doing it. This is your one body, okay? That's it. You're not going to trade it in. Your truck gets broken down or your truck gets too many miles on it, you can go trade it in. You get the brand new model, right? You can't do that with your body. So if you keep on screwing it up and beating it up and smacking it up, you're not going to be able to trade it in. That's it. And it's going to get years on it and time on it, and then you're done. So here's what you do. Start out by, first of all, understanding that our foods, all of our foods, I don't care. Oh, I eat organic. Yeah, so do I. Okay, but it doesn't matter. All of our foods are contaminated. Why? Because our air is contaminated, our water is contaminated. What do you mean contaminated, Mike? Is it bacteria? Is it viruses? Is it funguses? It's all of the above and worse. It's toxins, all right? The FDA is a joke. It's a freaking joke. They're a criminal organization. So you have to understand that our foods have glyphosate in them, which is Roundup, which is it's insect killer, but it also kills a lot of your microbiome. Those little bacteria in there that are supposed to break down your food. Okay, so if you're getting food, just any old food, which is not organic, I don't care whether it's vegetables, I don't care whether it's beef that's eating grass that's GMO or rained on with contaminated rain, chemtrails. You know those chemicals that go across that are not clouds? They're chemicals, folks. They're in the soil because they're in the air. The rain brings them down. Boom, they get in the plants. They get in your body. Your body cannot filter them all out. So what ends up happening is it goes into your fat reserve, and if you're already carrying a little bit extra fat, you're going to store more fat. It's not going to get burned off because that stuff's killing the microbiome, the little things that are inside your stomach, inside your lower end of your intestines and your microbiome, which are supposed to break that stuff down. They can't break it down. So it just hangs around in your body until it goes back and gets stored in the fat because the fat likes it. The fat will allow it there. Okay? So when you know this, you can pick your foods wisely. It's not about just eating protein or just eating vegetables or just being vegan or just being carnivore. That's fine if that's what you want, if that's the route you want to go. But it's about understanding the foods that you're eating and what's in those foods. Also, if you are drinking regular water off a tap, off a water fountain or off your tap at home, and your tap is not filtered, especially, reverse osmosis would be best, but if it's not filtered, even through a pure water filter, pitcher, you're killing yourself. You're purposely loading your body with fluoride. Fluoride, which is a neurotoxin, which doesn't allow you to think very well, and it won't allow you to sleep very well. And that's why you got sleeping problems, and that's why you got problems with your anger or problems with your figuring things out, or you go into a room and you don't know why the hell you were in there. This is fluoride, folks. And if you're brushing your teeth with fluorinated toothpaste, go get some activated charcoal toothpaste. Come on. I mean, this is fundamental stuff. And I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. I'm being respectful by giving you this information. I can't believe people don't know it. But, that's the line of action that I chose line of education I chose to follow. And maybe you didn't choose to follow that. I get it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come at you like that. But I'm trying to give you true information that you can do now, right this second, to help yourself that doesn't require all kinds of craziness. Go get yourself a good water filter. And if you can't afford to get a really good one, just go to the local crap mart and get a pure filter water. You put the water off your tap into the top. It filters down in, and once it's down in there, it's filtered, mostly filtered out, most of the contaminants. And you drink from that. You fill up your bottles with that. You bring an extra one to the gym with you. So, first off, filter your water. Buy as organic as you can, at least non-GMO, as much as possible, as much as is financially possible and as much as is humanly possible. Now you get to the point where, what do you need to do? Most men need to restrict their carb intake. They need to restrict, especially their white carb intake. You should not be eating any refined carbs. No breads, no pastas, no rice, potatoes. That's the one thing that guys love. Bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes. You got to restrict that. And what does restrict mean? If you're eating bread every night, you got to get rid of it every other night or most nights. Honestly, if you really want to go full bore, get rid of all bread, rice, pasta, and potatoes. Just don't eat them. You don't need them. You don't need them. Okay, and a lot of that stuff it's just, first of all, it's refined. There's no minerals. There's no nutrients really anymore. It comes out of the soil that's depleted of its nutrients. So it's not doing anything for your body except filling you up for a period of time, and then you're getting hungry quicker because it's just starch and a sugar breakdown, which is non-usable. Now, what about vegetables and fruits? Vegetables and fruits, if you like them, that's fine. They're better than, you know, having a sugary drink or something like that. But I stay away from all fruits pretty much anymore. And, you know, every now and then I'll have a banana or something. But for the most part, it's just like broccoli, cauliflower, salads, and things of that nature. I think that's fine. And then it's mostly carnivore. Okay, so it's a little bit of a mix. So mostly proteins. You know, I'll eat fish and I'll eat chicken, but I'll eat a lot of beef. I eat a lot of fatty meats and so forth because I don't eat carbs, and I'm basically running off of the fat. Okay, and then my body's burning its fat as well because that's its primary source. Now it's not carbs, and especially not starches and sugars, right? So it's not that. It's now burning off fat. So when it's looking for fat, it takes the stored fat, and I keep replenishing it, but I'm only replenishing it little by little, okay? Then the last thing, if you really want to accelerate this, start the first week with a 12-hour fast, okay? So the first week, you stop eating at 8 o'clock at night, and you don't eat again until 8 o'clock the next morning. That's very easy. It's so simple, it makes me sick even saying it, okay? But you start with a 12-hour for a week. Then you increase it to 14 hours the second week. So now you stop eating at 8, you go to bed at 9:30, you get up a little earlier, you get yourself in a half hour of cardio, that would be best, and then you don't eat, even if you have to make it and bring it with you to work. So what, make it and then bring it with you to work. That's what I do. And then you'll eat at 10 o'clock, all right? First meal. And then 2 hours later, you could have a piece of steak. And then a couple hours later, you could have, you know, so, and I eat eggs. I eat, 4 eggs at that time. And then the third week, you go to 16 hours. Okay, so then by that week, you're fine going an extra 2 hours. You push it. You're gonna get hungry, maybe not. But if you get hungry, you just say, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna freaking do it. And that which does not kill me makes me stronger. I'm gonna do it, damn it. And you do it. And then when you do it, it's easy. So now all of a sudden, a 16-hour fast ain't no big deal. Now your body is really starting to say, whoa, all right, man, now let's do this. And it's working with you, not against you. Because you've gotten rid of the contaminants, you've gotten rid of the poisons, you're eating non-GMO and organic as best as you can, you're gotten rid of all the carbs that are just bloating you up, making you fart, making you have indigestion, making you tired and feel run down. You're getting rid of the neurotoxins that aren't allowing you to think straight. Now you're increasing your workouts because you got more energy, and now you won the game. So in 1 month, you have totally revolutionized your lifestyle, and you're now into a longevity pattern rather than a degenerating pattern. All right, that's all I got for you right now. If you want more information, reach directly out to me. I don't mind if you DM me. People say, don't DM me, I won't respond. I will respond. You know why? Because I don't care. I don't care about the money. These freaking Shylarks are out there. All they want to do is do advertisements and sell money. Or sell things for money. Okay, good for you. Whatever. I'll keep doing my thing and I'll keep helping people because I love you and I want you to be the healthiest you could ever be. And if I can help you a little bit, I will. So reach out to me, DM me, and that's all I got for you. God bless you all and have a wonderful night. And like I always tell you, train hard, but train smart. Peace.
Are you going to be a lion or a sheep? The king of the jungle or another insignificant number in the herd? A leader or a follower? Do you even lift? Do you even lift? Do you even grind?
It ain't been easy. An epic rocky road. In the toughest of moments. Flipped on beast mode.